Hello Sagittarius, and welcome to your tarot card reading for September 2023. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Thank you all so much for being here. For those of you who are new, my name is Jane. So these tarot card readings you can watch for either your sun, moon, or rising sign, depending on whichever resonates with you the most. If you are here for love specifically, you are also welcome to check out your Venus sign as well. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. Hello Sagittarius, and welcome to your tarot card reading for September 2023. So we are going to get started with a card from my intuitive deck here. So let's see what comes through for you. All right. Okay, I feel like things are kind of coming together for you. Although there are some, I guess we could call it, I don't want to say hurdle because it makes it sound like it's something bad, like this big obstacle. It just feels a little bit choppy. And your path or your plan may have a few little detours, but that's to be expected with a Mercury retrograde, you know, plus we have a Jupiter retrograde as well. So it's not necessarily the best astrological environment for everything to be streamlined. But I don't think that there's anything bad. Now we'll see what other cards come out. But I just am getting a feeling like you're all ready to go. It's kind of like when you are going on a road trip with your family, and like the car is all packed, and you get in the car and it takes forever to do all of that. And then all of a sudden your parents get in the car, they're like, oh, we need gas. So you have to go to the gas station, you have to do that, and it takes like an extra hour because everyone wants to go get treats or use the bathroom or whatever, right? It's kind of that type of feeling. Hopefully you guys know what I'm talking about. Was I the only one that grew up like that? I hope not. But it's kind of the feeling that I'm getting. It's like, can we just get on the road already? Can we just get going already? But there's all this like administrative stuff that needs to be taken care of. But generally speaking, it's going to be pretty streamlined for you. And I think you'll be really happy with the progress that September brings. I don't necessarily think you're going to be disappointed with anything. I think you'll be able to look back and be like, yeah, that was a pretty good month. And we did get a lot done. And even though it may not be the prettiest stuff, you know, at least we have a good foundation set. So let's see. Doing things just a little differently, I'm going to use an oracle card for what the universe needs from you. Oh, I love this one. Bring a gentle touch. Beautiful. This card actually does not come out that often when I use this deck. It's actually a very rare card. So it's really nice that it's coming out. It does not need to be a complicated month. You don't need to push. You don't need to use a significantly heavy hand. All right, Annie's decided to come sit with us today, apparently. So we'll need to work the cards around her a little bit. But, you know, it doesn't need to be this whole huge ordeal. I think bringing a gentle touch, it invites a lot. It's highly receptive. You could receive some good opportunities this month. You could receive some exciting news that you want to be available for. So yeah, I don't know if there's anything else left to say about that. Bring a gentle touch. So what else? What else for Sagittarius for September 2023? We have emotions are running high. Now this is the environment card. So, all right. There may be other people, and maybe that's what the quote unquote hurdles. Again, I don't really like that word because I don't feel that they really are hurdles. It's just stuff that needs to be taken care of. And maybe the reason for all the slowdown and all the red tape is because of other people. Because I have a feeling that if it was only you and you only had to depend on you, everything would just be super easy, straightforward, no big deal. But there are other people involved, like it's life, right? So of course there's others, and they are having reactions to things. They have ideas, they have their input, you know, whatever the case is. It's probably something you can't really ignore, you know, that you actually really do need to incorporate them in some way, shape, or form. So maybe that's really what the hang up is. We'll see. Let's see what else comes out. Since My little princess decided to come bogart the whole table. We're going to lay out these cards a little differently today. Okay, the moon. 9 of Swords. 10 of Wands. Okay. I'm feeling I'm sorry, I'm hesitating because I keep looking at this deer spirit, the gentle touch. And I'm looking at this 9 of Swords. I'm like, I don't know if this 9 of Swords is really you or if it's someone else. I'm feeling confused, actually, is what I'm really feeling, if I'm being totally honest with you. Maybe that's you. Maybe I'm picking up on confusion. Maybe you're going to feel confused this month. Maybe there's a little bit too much chaos that you are not causing. I really don't think Sagittarius is the cause of this. It feels very external to me, and it feels really frustrating for Sag. I'm looking at that moon like it's causing things to stir up within you. It's causing, you know, some fears or some wounds or something. It's causing doubts and maybe some insecurities. Maybe there are people around you that are just making it harder. You know, 10 of Wands, like there's a heavy load, there's a burden, there's something like it feels like it's too much almost. It's too much. I don't necessarily think this is what you want to do, but I also think there's just not a lot of control. Why am I getting the feeling of like bureaucracy? I have no idea why I'm getting that feeling. Red tape, your bureaucracy, following someone else's rules, doing something that's not aligned with what you ultimately want, and yet you kind of have to because you need to do it in order to accomplish what you want. You know, it's like doing a favor for someone in order to get something that you need or something like that. And it's a situation I don't feel that Sagittarius really wants to be in. Again, it's not anything bad. It just feels heavily inconvenient. And now that I get this 9 of Swords, it feels like really frustrating. Let's see what else comes out. Let's rearrange these here. Miss Annie coming in and creating all sorts of chaos. Maybe that's a an indication of what's going on. All right. King of Swords. Judgment. And the Lovers. Okay, the Lovers I like because on the base level, the Lovers is really all about choices. And it feels unified. It feels like Sagittarius. I don't think that you internally are at war with yourself about stuff, which is nice because that always creates an added layer of stress. I don't think that's really where you're at. I think you are at a really good whole place. So the choices that you make are pretty, you know, pretty good. Okay, they align with your soul's ambition. They align with your goal. They align with your passion. They align with what it is you're trying to do. And with the Judgment card, there is kind of this like enlightened way about doing things. Now, Virgo, right, we're in Virgo season. We've got this Mercury retrograde in Virgo as well. This is activating your 10th house. So this feels more like kind of a life path type of situation, but it may take place like in the workplace. It may take place in a more public forum. And it feels like people are watching you or people are depending on you. They're needing you. And you are needing to make really, really good and solid decisions. And I look at the King of Swords and I say, well, Sagittarius, you are very well positioned to be able to do what you need to do. The problem is I don't think everyone is going to like it, you know, when you're in a position like this and you have to wield a sword, right? King of Swords, you have to wield your sword. Sometimes not everyone ends up on the favorable side of the line. And maybe that's also a part of what's causing you a lot of stress, is that maybe you're getting put in a situation where you have to choose or decide, or you have to divide, or you have to reject or accept some and reject others, something like that. And you have to be really black and white about it. Maybe that's also where the gentle touch is coming from. You know, maybe it's about like just being nice, being nice during this process, being nice when you're dealing with people. You know, emotions are running high. Remember, this was an environmental card, meaning it has to do with other people, meaning your decisions are really going to be impacting others. Now, one thing I really love about Virgo season in general is just that reminder of how important our daily decisions truly are, how important our choices are. And when we wake up in the morning, we choose one thing over the other. It's better to choose healthier, more aligned situations, okay? It could be as simple as what we choose to eat versus whether we choose to exercise or not, whether we choose to engage with certain people or not, whether we choose to do our work or not. You know, do we procrastinate or do we dive in? Whatever the case is, it really is so much about choices. And with the Lovers card, I think you're going to be making really good choices, even if you're kind of put in a position that you don't really like all that much. Let's see what else comes out. Three of Cups, Three of Coins, King of Coins. Ugh. Here I am trying to accommodate my cat. I should just kick her off. I'm sorry. It's just been so long since she's come on the table with me. She's afraid of my other cats, that's why. She's a baby. Okay. Three of Cups, Three of Coins, and the King of Coins. So there's a lot of collaboration. There's certainly a lot of social stuff going on. A lot of your partnerships, your colleagues, your clients, customers, your co-workers, that type of thing. It feels productive to me. It feels high quality. The Three of Cups can be really tricky. I generally like it. It does indicate, you know, celebration and abundance and prosperity, and you're kind of toasting to the harvest and toasting to the results. So if you're in any part of a team or teamwork, you know, I think you're going to have good results. But also when we're in this type of environment, there are politics and there are different personalities, and you do need to be careful about, you know, other people. And yeah, their emotions are running high, and yeah, it is kind of causing you to be in this Nine of Swords, Ten of Wands type of situation. Maybe there's extra work involved because of some of the personalities you deal with. But at the end of the day, I do see you being very successful, regardless of how annoying or frustrating or difficult the stuff it is you have to deal with. I don't think you are going to make anything worse. I don't think you're not going to be able to overcome it. I absolutely think you are. It's just a little bit of a detour, a little bit more drawn out than I think you would prefer. And yet even King of Coins is like, yeah, you're going to be fine. This is all going to work out. It's really a matter of just kind of having faith in the process of being kind. Now, there are going to maybe be some people out there, you know, you Sagittarians, there are going to be some of you that are truly dealing with exceptionally difficult people. Maybe there is some kind of like a personality disorder or some kind of extremely wounded person or whatever the case is. And it's not like just being nice is going to change them. Okay? But whatever it is they are doing to make your life harder, I think it's going to ease up. at least temporarily. And it might be that you're needing to make some decisions about how to leave or how to escape, although I don't really see a lot of movement here in these cards, so I'm not suggesting that you are going to be picking up and moving throughout September, but you might have to, right, have that clarity, come into that truth with the Judgment card. You may have to come into acceptance that maybe you are dealing with a person that you just can't build the kind of life that you want to build with their involvement. Because if they are involved and it continually puts you in this 9 of Swords, 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands, I keep saying, messing that one up, 9 of Swords, 10 of Wands situation, if they continually put you there, it's going to halt up the whole plan. And you may need to decide whether or not you can really deal with that or not. And I think many of you are going to say, I can't. Well, you can, but you don't want to deal with it because it's too much. And as nice as you can be and as understanding as you can be, it's also maybe not necessarily your responsibility at this point. I don't think Sagittarius wants to take responsibility for someone else's issues. Now, obviously, if this is someone you love, a family member, a spouse, something like that, it may be different. For some reason, I feel like it's a little bit more professional or more colleague, co-worker type of stuff, maybe a friend. I don't necessarily see this as being a romantic situation or being a family per se. I mean, it could be, but it feels a little bit more like 6th house, 10th house type of stuff, right? We got Jupiter retrograde, your ruling planet, in the 6th house. So co-workers and employees and all of that. And you may just have to kind of come to a conclusion, you know, maybe someone does get fired, or maybe you do have to request to change teams or change departments or something. Maybe there is movement for you in the upcoming months, especially as we have, you know, 10th house right now. Sun is in the 10th, but it's going to move into the 11th by the end of September. And then it's going to move into the 12th house. This is really common during this time, 10th, 11th, and 12th house activation. It's really common for us to detach from things. So you may be in that beginning stage of detachment, and the reasons why you need to detach are starting to become very apparent. Okay? So, I don't think there's anything more to say. The only recommendation I have really kind of comes back to this, one of the first cards, is just be gentle, be nice, and just recognize that maybe someone is not handling the astrological environment very well, someone or some people, and just kind of take whatever circumstances in which you find yourself, take those circumstances as evidence to help you make certain choices with that Lover's card. I really do not think that this is enough of a hindrance that's going to prevent you from getting you where you want to be with that King of Coins. I really don't. Okay, I still see you succeeding. I still see you making it through. It's like that road trip example that I had. Once you're done at the gas station, the hour-long gas station stop, once you're done, you're officially on the road and you're good to go, and you will start seeing movement. Okay, that's what I feel with the King of Coins. Eventually. Okay, let's go ahead and pull out the clarifiers. So for those of you who are new here, the cards I'm about to pull out are the cards we'll cover in the comprehensive reading. The link will be in the description box down below. And we usually talk for another like 25 to 30 minutes about all these cards. So we get like a whole second reading here. Now, obviously my cat kind of dominated, so I'm going to lay the cards out a little differently than what I normally do. So let's start by clarifying the Gentle Touch card, the Deer Spirit. What is it that Sagittarius needs to know about that card? Okay, we have the Four of Coins, the Devil. I'm actually not really surprised with that 9 of Swords. If I could get the, I don't know, I keep messing those up, and 6 of Swords. And then for emotions are running high, we have, this is more environmental. We have a Page of Cups. We have, okay, well, there's the person, Knight of Swords. There's the person. And we have an Ace of Wands. Beautiful. Okay. All right, Minnie. Okay. So let's take a look at the Moon card. What does Sagittarius need to know about this moon card here? Two of coins, the ace of coins, the hermit, four of swords, the star. Ooh, and another, I actually like the judgment card because I don't think you're in a confused place, Sagittarius. And that's really, really nice. Beautiful. 10 of cups, the tower, ace of wands again. A king, a lot of kings, king of cups now. A death card, another 9 of swords, my goodness. Justice. Yeah, there is something sharp about you, Sag. Like gentle touch, yes, but still sharp and direct and honest and maybe even a little bit brutal. The Fool with the Lovers, 7 of Swords. Be very careful about second chances this month. I don't know that this is the month for second chances. 5 of Wands, 9 of Wands, Queen of Swords. Queen of Wands. 8 of Coins and the High Priestess. Now for the final King of Coins. 3 of Coins. An Emperor. 2 of Cups. Beautiful. Okay, so this is where we're going to pick up in the comprehensive. So if you want to join, you are more than welcome. You guys know how much I love and adore you. I hope you have an amazing September, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.